Hi everyone, this is going to be another unboxing video. Today is the collector's edition for God of War. Well, technically God of War 4, but it's been, reimagined. Well, not reimagined, it's supposed to be a sequel, still a sequel, set in a different area. So it's part of Norse mythology now instead of Greek mythology. Here is the God of War collector's edition there. There's the box artwork, Kratos and Atreus there on the front. We've got some Norse symbols there on that side. On the opposite side it's the same as well, and the reverse is just black. On the rear, the base is all the information of what's included. Without further ado, we'll get this opened. Right, so this just folds outwards. Another box inside. Let's just carefully try and get this out without dropping it. It's not a damaged statue. Slides out, similar to the Horizon Zero Dawn packaging, in the way that it slides out of the box there. And here's a nicely printed design on the front. We've got some landscape this side as well, and the Norse imagery there. Very dark printed design as well on that side. And we've got Kratos and Atreus on a little little boat, sailing out to sea. Nothing on the bottom, just printed blue. And just see which way this opens. I think it just lids upwards. That's the one. And we've got some runes there on the inner flaps of the box. And there's the game itself with the steel book. Let's just take the steel book out. And it's got obviously Norse design there with some runes on the back, and feel the actual game is inside this. Sometimes they give you the standard copy of the game, and they will give you the steel book as an extra, so you can either choose to have it in the steel book or in the the normal game case if you want to save the steel book, so you don't want to get it scratched or anything. This has got a voucher code on for digital content, digital items, and it's just a little booklet with basically terms and conditions for all different European languages. I've got the European edition. Incidentally, there is a stone mason edition. I think that's just for America only, and you get, I think, 4 additional little carved items. One of them is like a little keychain of Mimir that talks, like the little floating head in the game. There's 2 little carved animals, I think, and there's a ring as well. So those 4 items you can only get with the stonemason edition. I've just got the European collector's edition. I don't believe that the stonemason edition was available in the UK or Europe. I think that was like a GameStop exclusive, and I think GameStop, the closest one I think is in Ireland, I'm not sure, but I never saw it advertised for sale in the UK, so I'm not too fussed about it, because the main thing I wanted was the statue. That was the main item, the main draw of getting this collector's edition. Right, so we've got a huge polystyrene inner for this. Right, so here, top half, if it'll come off, there we go. That's the top half of the polystyrene there, and here is the statue of Kratos and Atreus. Looks like we've got a cloth map. I'll get this one out first. Always love cloth maps, you very rarely get them these days. Used to get them quite a lot with collector's editions of PC games. Don't tend to get them very much at all with any collector's edition, which is a shame, because you're paying quite some money for collector's editions, and they tend to just give you if they do give you a map, it just tends to be a paper one, and included inside the standard copy anyway of the game. as was the case with Skyrim, I think, if I can remember correctly on that. So here's the cloth map, very nicely printed. I might actually frame this. That's just the reverse, but it feels nice and soft, and it's got some very nice designs on there, runes, and you know, very nice colours. You can see the runes there. Obviously it's going to need, I'm reluctant to iron it because it's got a lot of creases in, as you can see, but I might actually frame that if I can figure out a way, probably an iron on a low heat setting, that might work. But it looks very nice, very frameable, beautiful design on there. Just get this out then. These plastic things, just says God of War, the white background, nothing on the reverse, and it's like, is that a sleeve? Yeah, I think it's just a sleeve. I'm assuming I'll just push this outwards, yeah. And it's like a little, is it lenticular? I'm not, no, it's not lenticular. It looks like something from Game of Thrones, being honest. Looks very Game of Thrones, that scenario there. You can see. Almost White Walker-ish. But you know, they're going to call them something else, like Ice Zombies or something like that. Kratos facing up. It's got some text on the reverse. Just says, finding that first single image that can speak to an entire team about the core vision of a game that only exists in your head can be maddeningly difficult. It can take weeks or even months of writing, talking, arguing and even pleading to create that perfect picture that will guide hundreds of people through the difficult years of development. Knowing this, I really did expect to struggle a whole lot more than I did to get the first concept piece. I would have too, had I not been fortunate enough to work with Jose Cabrera, an artist whose talent truly eclipses any word my tiny brain could ever think of to describe it. All it took was a couple of paragraphs and a Skype call where I rambled incoherently about the vision of the game, and 2 weeks later, as if sent down from Valhalla on the wings of a Valkyrie, this incredible image just shows up in my inbox. It was perfect. I'm not kidding, the first thing he showed us was pretty damn close to the final image you see here. I think the first thing I said was, this is what we're going to make. That was quickly followed by, oh crap, how the hell are we going to make this? And that's from Cory Barlog, the creative director of the game. So that's the image that inspired, obviously, this continuation of the God of War series. And we've got another item here in a box, continuing the same symbol that was on the steelbook. Just quickly take this out. These are the two little stone figures, I think, the little carvings. Yeah, those are very nicely detailed. Very nicely detailed. I'll show you in the packaging there. Let me get those out. Feel like resin. Yeah, I think they are resin. Which explains the high level of detail on, because you can't get such minute detail on the likes of plastic, you know, PVC. Very nicely carved. Lots of resin. Just hope that's focusing. It's going on my face there, isn't it? Very nicely done. Notice the blue hue of his skin as well against his attire. Here's the other one. Now they've got hammers in their hands, so I'm assuming they're craftsmen of some sort. The village craftsmen. Very nicely detailed for something so small. You've got no symbol on this one, but on the base of this one there are some, it's got the God of War, looks like an Omega symbol, but it's got runes around that. You can see. Very nicely crafted. I wasn't even thinking about these figures, because obviously the statue was the main reason for getting the collector's edition, but I'm really impressed with those. The level of detail on them is really good. Right, so here is the main attraction. And yes, the main attraction is some silicon. Is it silicon? Desiccant. I think it's silicon, isn't it? That's what keeps everything dry. Silicate. It's silicate, yeah. Keeps everything dry, doesn't it, when it's stored? Absorbs the water. So that's the main draw of the collector's edition. There you go. That's what all the money's paid for, is this. No, I'm kidding. I think a lot of people would be very unhappy if that was just the main item in the box. Here's the statue. As per was the case with the Horizon Zero Aloy statue, the packaging is very, very similar, probably because it's a Sony exclusive, so they must have the same people doing the packaging. The same sort of plastic clamshell protective covering for the bow and arrow, like what with the Aloy figure. It's not exactly the same, obviously it's a different statue, but very, very similar. Try and get this apart without breaking the bow. Let's see, it's quite easy to get off. And there's one of those Ice Zombies stroke White Walker characters, one with an arrow right through his eye, through his skull. And you've got Kratos severing the head of the other one there on the ground. There's the statue. Really nicely detailed. You can see all the design in his axe. Incidentally, that's the same design that's used on the limited edition version of the PlayStation 4 Pro console. They've used that axe design on the casing of that particular console. There's his horn on his back there with runes on. Various pouches and such for, you know, his food and water, and there's a knife there as well. This is his gear. Now it's not very heavy, but then I wouldn't say this figure was light either, and it's got really nice design. I don't know whether this is resin. It looks, I'm not sure actually. It hasn't got the weight of resin. The base is quite hollow, but it's got really, really nice detail, nice paintwork. A lot of detail, especially with the spattering of the snow on the legs and the feet, and as you can see the figures on the ground, there's a lot of, you know, weather detail of the snow on there as well. And there's Atreus firing the arrow through the skull of that particular character there. There's Kratos' face. Very, very well done. You know, statues with collector's editions, unfortunately, there's the detail on the shield as well. Statues with collector's editions can be very hit and miss. Unfortunately, until you actually receive the particular edition, you're not going to know what level of quality the item is going to be, the statue is going to be. Luckily, we've got another great, well, highly detailed statue there. Even the base, it's got a lot of, you know, design, intricate design all across the base, going all the way around. It's just very, very well done. Like similar to the Aloy, the level of detail for that statue, Horizon Zero Dawn. The base has just got, see, standard black plastic with some, you know, rubber things on the bottom there just to stop you from marking any surface what you put it on, whatever shelf or tabletop you put on. Just says 2017 Sony Interactive Entertainment, that's all it says, and made in China, and I'm assuming that's just like the number or the date. It looks like 2017 240 on it, so I'm not sure what that number signifies there, but it could be the edition's numbered, I don't know. There's no number on any of the outer box, I can't see any, but that's it. Very nice edition. This is obviously what you're paying your money for. Very, very nice statue. There's Atreus' face there as well. Very, very well painted. You can see there's been some time taken over this to You know, it could be mass produced. I don't know how many numbers they've made, but even if it is, they've done a very good job of the paintwork, which you don't tend to see with mass produced items. Right, so that's the collector's edition of God of War. Rest of the edition is digital content. You see from the outer box here, God of War game, obvious. Premium steelbook case, 9-inch statue of Kratos and Atreus, carved Huldra Brothers statues, which I was very impressed with. I wasn't expecting much with those. Cloth map of Midgard, exclusive lithograph. That's it, lithograph. That's what I was trying to think. Not lenticular. Lenticular is different. That's two images on a single piece. Bonus digital content, which is Death's Vow armor set, Exiles Guardian Shield, Dark Horse comic book. Now I'm a bit disappointed they didn't do a printed version of the comic book. I would have liked to have seen it, because I don't like comics or art books as digital. I prefer to turn the page. I'm a traditionalist in that sense. I like to see and feel the artwork myself. Dark Horse art book as well. You can get the art book separately to this edition, so they wouldn't have included that anyway as a physical item. And the dynamic PS4 theme. So that's the collector's edition there for God of War. Really good edition, very impressed with that. And yeah, if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.